There, Breck, and No Name Gourmet. Well, I guess your name is Mike Roberts.
It is.
Okay, and nonamegourmet.com. We'll talk about that in a minute. But look at these steaks here.
Yeah, the local grocery has a bunch of stuff going on where you can get beef and pork and some other things. We're doing beef this morning. We're gonna spice up the beef.
You got to feel sorry for this potato, though.
Well,
What's going on with that?
I didn't have anything against him, but I'll talk about that in just a minute. We got a couple of really nice New York loin steaks. We're also doing probably the tasty steak that most people have never eaten. That's why I brought this in.
What is it?
This is a beef flat iron steak. This is the second most tender steak on the cow, right behind the tenderloin. Okay. This comes from the shoulder of the beef. Look for it in the grocery store, vacuum packed like this. It'll usually have a label on it, and it'll say beef chuck flat iron steak.
How much?
That's the great thing. This is enough steak for 2 people, and you can buy one of these for somewhere between $7 and $8.
Oh, that's good. What about these big boys?
Well, it depends on if it's on sale. Today, those were on sale for $3.99 a pound.
All right. So what are we going to do with them?
The flat iron steak, I already have marinated because it needs to marinate overnight. I'm going to bring this out.
Okay, there it is.
So it's in a lovely marinade.
Now, is this you're going to show some marinade now?
I'm going to show you dry rub for this.
Okay.
We're doing 2 different kinds of steak.
Right.
This is the flat iron. It's marinated in a Thai red chili paste with some honey and some citrus, lime, and some canola oil. And then this one's going to get a dry rub, which has brown sugar, onion powder, garlic powder, smoked paprika, which is the secret ingredient. You can buy it like this or in bulk at some of the
So what is it about brown sugar that you often find in some of these recipes?
It caramelizes. It adds a nice color, and it adds a nice flavor. Salt, black pepper, ancho chili powder.
Wow.
You're going to want to smell that, Breck. Does it smell like raisins to you a little bit?
It does, actually.
Yeah, spicy raisins.
Raisins?
Smell that. Yeah, that's
They do.
It does.
Okay.
That's
Put it in.
Yeah,
all that in there.
The whole thing.
Okay.
Ready, set, go. As soon as we get our cups stacked up, we can just mix this up.
Sweet and spicy.
So there you go. There's your rub. Don't be afraid of your fingers. It's a good way to break up the brown sugar.
That's why they call it rub.
Yeah, and then what we're going to do is we're going to sprinkle that on the steak there.
Okay.
And then we're going to grill it. And I should also point out what we did here, because we're probably getting near the end of what we need to do on this go-around. I didn't have anything against this potato, but you may have some of these barbecue skewers, for shish kebabs.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a good way to get your potatoes to cook evenly and quicker in the oven. If you put skewer through the middle, you're going to be...
Well, do you have to turn it all in there?
Nope. No, you just leave that while you bake it.
Right there, just baking like this.
That's right.
We'll make it to go through the center.
Yeah, it transfers the heat to the center of the potato and helps it to cook more evenly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Get a great baked potato.
Well, Breck's a scientist, so he would have understood
that
before me.
We...
yeah, weather translates to potato cooking.
I really try when I come in here to bring you some tips on
that's a great
how to
idea.
do things. So now we're gonna make sure we get some seasoning on this steak here, on both sides, and then we'll be ready.
Okay. We're going to finish with the rub on that. We'll come back. We'll talk about No Name Gourmet, what you do, and how you can get a hold of Mike if you'd like him to be your personal chef.
And I'm going to make somebody really happy this morning because I'm going to announce the winner of my contest.
Oh, that's right.
Good.
Okay, you have that on your website, I guess. All right, that and a lot more up here in the kitchen. Plus, next on KJZZ News at 9, we are connecting with kids to help parents whose little ones